The dusty village square buzzed with excitement. Drums beat softly in the background, and women with gelly head wraps bustled past, selling roasted corn and chilled zobo. Children ran barefoot, chasing each other with sticks. At the heart of the chaos stood Chief Okonkwo, a tall, broad-chested Igbo man with an imposing red cap and a belly that hinted at his lifelong commitment to swallowing fufu. Beside him was Boba Tund, a Yoruba man with a wide grin, dressed in flowing agbada, his beaded cap tilting as he gestured wildly. "Okonkwo, you think Igbo people sobby chop?" Boba Tund teased, slapping his belly. "You never see Yoruba man before. We go chop so till the plates fear." Okonkwo scoffed. "Tund, the day you out-eat an Igbo man, the sun go rise from the river. We no day play with food, especially nkwobi and fufu." The crowd gasped and laughed. Whispers ran through the market. "They want to do competition N. Igbo versus Yoruba? This one goes sweet." An old woman, Mama Ifeoma, clapped her hands. "Two of Una go sit down, and we go give Una food till one person tire. Whoever stops first go lose, and the winner go carry bragging rights forever." The challenge was set. The village square transformed overnight. Long tables lined the open space, draped in bright Ankara fabrics. Clay pots and stainless steel trays sat steaming with delicacies: egusi soup, bitter leaf, edikaking, goat pepper soup, jollof rice, fried rice, pounded yam, fufu, amla, yudu, nkwobi, isiu, and suya sticks sizzling over charcoal fires. Women from both sides were busy cooking. The Igbo women worked like a synchronized orchestra, pounding yam in rhythmic unison, each thud echoing through the square. The Yoruba women sang loudly, their voices rich with oriki, praise chants, as they stirred pots of bubbling yudu and groundnut soup. The air was thick with the smell of pepper, palm oil, and roasted meat. Children drooled. Men pretended to help but were really tasting, just to check if the salt is okay. Okonkwo sat under a palm tree with his coaching crew, 3 hefty Igbo uncles giving him strategic eating advice. "Remember, you must start with the starchy food," Uncle Obwefai said, adjusting his cap. "It will settle in your belly like foundation before the real battle." Meanwhile, Boba Tund was being psychologically prepared by his friends. "Tund, remember, Yoruba man no day rush. We go eat small, dance small, drink palm wine, then eat again. By the time Okonkwo tire, you go still fresh." Mama Ifeoma, the self-appointed referee, stood in the middle holding a wooden spoon like a microphone. "The rules are simple," she shouted. "No toilet breaks. No food hiding. No spitting inside wrapper. First man to say, 'I don't tire,' is the loser." The crowd roared in approval. 2 giant metal gongs were placed at each side. Whoever struck theirs first would admit defeat. A man with a talking drum announced, "Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the most legendary battle in our village history. Igbo versus Yoruba. The Food War." The first plates arrived, mountain-like heaps of jollof rice for Boba Tund, fried rice for Okonkwo. The aroma alone was enough to make the crowd moan. Okonkwo grabbed his spoon like a soldier gripping his rifle and dug in with military precision. Boba Tund, on the other hand, started slowly, humming an oriki as he took his first bite. Minutes passed. Grains of rice vanished. Sweat appeared on Okonkwo's forehead, but he pretended it was just the sun. Boba Tund began to whistle, distracting his opponent. "Aha Tund, you day sing or you day eat." Okonkwo sneered. "Why not do both?" Tund replied, shoveling in another mouthful. Now came the heavyweights. Pounded yam for Okonkwo, amla for Boba Tund. Both men's eyes lit up. This was their true territory. Okonkwo rolled balls of yam, dipping them into egusi soup thick enough to coat a spoon. Boba Tund swirled his amla in yudu and bagairai like a master painter mixing colors. The crowd cheered, switching chants between Okonkwo and Boba Tundi. Suddenly, Okonkwo let out a small burp. The Yoruba side erupted in laughter. Aha! E don day reach your neck. Boba Tund teased. Okonkwo responded by swallowing an entire bowl without chewing. The Igbo side went will. Plates of nkwobi and asin, spicy goat meat, were served. Both men's hands glistened with palm oil and pepper sauce. Okonkwo cracked bones with his teeth like a lion. Boba Tund chewed slowly, savoring every bite. Slow and steady wins the goat, Boba Tund murmured. The pepper heat began to creep in. Beads of sweat rolled down their faces, but neither reached for water. That would be a sign of weakness. To help digestion, 2 massive gourds of palm wine were placed before them. The crowd knew this was dangerous. Too much drink could fill the belly and end the game early. Boba Tund took cautious sips, smacking his lips in satisfaction. Okonkwo, determined to show strength, downed half a gourd in one go. The crowd gasped. Tund grinned. You are helping me win, my brother. By now, both men had eaten more than most weddings could serve. Their shirts clung to their sweaty backs, and their breathing grew heavy. Tund leaned over, whispering, Okonkwo, are you sure you still have space? Your stomach is now looking like a big drum. Okonkwo smirked. Don't worry about my stomach. Worry about how you will carry your shame home. The crowd laughed, enjoying the trash talk. Mama Ifeoma decided to spice things up by bringing in a mystery dish, bushmeat pepper soup with plantains. The aroma was intoxicating. Okonkwo's eyes widened. Boba Tund rubbed his palms together. Both dug in, but the pepper's intensity was like fire. Tears welled up in their eyes, yet they refused to stop. The Yoruba side brought out drummers. A lively batter rhythm filled the air. Tund got up, dancing briefly before returning to eat. The crowd cheered. Not to be outdone, Okonkwo stood and performed an Igbo war dance before sitting again. The competition had become both eating and entertainment. After hours of eating, the crowd's cheers faded into murmurs. Both men ate in silence, every bite a struggle. Flies hovered over the remaining plates. Okonkwo's chewing slowed to a crawl. Boba Tund closed his eyes between bites. Okonkwo reached for his next piece of meat, but his hand trembled. Boba Tund noticed and grinned. This is it. Okonkwo stuffed the meat in his mouth, but his jaw barely moved. His eyes watered. With a deep sigh, Okonkwo picked up his gong stick and struck it once. Gong! The Yoruba side exploded in celebration. Tund stood, raising his arms like a champion boxer. Boba Tund wiped his mouth. It is not just about eating. It is about patience, strategy, and knowing when to dance. Okonkwo laughed, extending his hand. Today you win. But next year, I will train harder. As the crowd dispersed, Mama Ifeoma revealed the final twist. The prize for winning was more food. Boba Tund froze. Please, I am okay. Give it to Okonkwo. The square erupted in laughter, ending the day in unity and joy, both cultures richer for the friendly battle.